mountains and 8 seas make one world. 1,000 worlds make one chiliocosm. One chiliocosm to the power of 3, and there's nothing I can't cut.
Kawaki has become the most wanted man in the ninja world. Now, once news of his most recent actions becomes officially made public, everything like this is going to be stamped based off of everything Kawaki has done, even dating back as far as to the time where he actually killed Boruto. A lot of things are going to start resurfacing for my guy Shikamaru, who initially even said this dude is sus from the jump and we shouldn't keep this man in the village. But now, thanks to Naruto's overriding Shikamaru's decision, right? Naruto is out here chilling in no man's land, out here combing Hinata's hair with dinosaur bones and stuff like that. Kawaki officially has become the most wanted man, and Naruto is officially gone. Now, there's basically 5 things that we can pull out of this just off of the events that occurred within the last chapter and what we expect to actually go down. Just to get it out the way, Kawaki cannot stay in the ninja village for the mere fact that, yes, he sent away their leader, but everything is going to eventually ricochet to the point where, regardless of his actions, regardless of his intentions, regardless of the context in between of the things that actually occurred, the people are going to hear the news. Kawaki killed Boruto and Kawaki sent Naruto away. Regardless of anything else in between, that's exactly what the word is going to be. So now the world's reaction is going to be very, very detrimental to this decision, not just the Hidden Leaf, in terms of Shikamaru, who most likely is going to take aggressive matters and actions against Kawaki, but the other villages, such as the Hidden Stone, the Hidden Cloud, and even the Hidden Mist village, all of these other Kages who view Naruto and openly respect Naruto as the strongest person in the world, was sent away by this 14-year-old kid. Now, the strongest village lost its strongest asset, as well as its second strongest asset being extremely weakened. And we don't even understand the exact position that the Hidden Leaf stands in terms of how they relayed all of this information to the other villages, referring to Kurama being dead, Sasuke not being able to have Otsutsuki traveling dimension powers anymore in order to benefit the entire world, in terms of Sasuke being the main investigator for the Shinobi world, but no Rinnegan means no investigation. So the world's reaction is going to be extremely detrimental to this, and it's going to be extremely negative against this guy Kawaki. Points towards the fact that Kawaki becoming the most wanted man right now currently in the world, meaning every issue, every other problem that is stemming, even including Cold and his Ten Tails army, might take a very close, mind you, I'm saying a very close backseat to the current Kawaki problem, because Kawaki actions, especially after sealing away Naruto from this point forward, is going to ultimately drive the story. So whatever Kawaki does is going to hold the same amount of weight of whatever Sasuke does in Shippuden. In Shippuden, really starting off towards the end of part 1, Naruto, everything or every move that Sasuke made ultimately pushed the story and affected not just Sasuke himself, but the other ninjas inside of the ninja world, whether it be trying to capture Killer Bee and joining the Akatsuki, whether it be attacking the 5-Gate Summit, or whether it be reviving the Hokage to ask them a personal question. Everything Sasuke did ricocheted into the results of the Shippuden world, as we know and as we see, and we can see similarly Kawaki taking that same stance. So the world is going to have an extremely negative reaction to Kawaki. Kawaki obviously cannot stay in the village, and it's going to point off to a third obvious thing. Now, I will not rule this out, but since we're getting much more closer to the chapter and it's been a little bit more time to sit on the previous events of the chapter, it might be safe to say, now I won't rule it out, Naruto coming back next chapter, but Naruto will be gone for a while, because the mere fact, you take it as Kawaki simply, just from his character, he won't stay in the Hidden Leaf village. Just from his character, he already made up his mind to do the things that he's done, and going so far as he's already done so, he's not gonna free Naruto next chapter, meaning Kawaki is the only one who can release Naruto from whatever he sealed Naruto. And up until the point where we see Boruto and Kawaki fighting off in their much more older years, it appears as Kawaki has not even considered bringing Naruto back from the moment he sent them away last chapter. So Naruto is going to be out of the story for a while, and like I said, Kawaki's actions from this point forward is going to ultimately drive the story, and I'm really excited to see how they're going to basically point Kawaki's characters in whichever direction they decide they want him to go, because currently everything he does not only draws the eyes of the viewers, but draws the eyes of everybody in verse as well, from Ada, from Boruto, even from this guy Cole, whose entire ambition, if not Ishiki, revolves around this guy Kawaki, right? So now the only thing that leads me to believe is, since Kawaki obviously can't stay in the village, and Kawaki Kawaki is a man of his word, meaning he's not no punk in terms of he's gonna have to confront Boruto at least one more time, not just because of the flash forward scene that we understand, but just because Kawaki took it upon himself to take the initiative to inform Naruto of the actions he was getting ready to take. Not necessarily listening to Shikamaru, but Shikamaru's words buying Boruto enough time, avoiding a confrontation right then and there when Kawaki initially jacked up Boruto trying to get Momoshiki to come out. Will Kawaki initially be stopped? Because we understand Boruto is going to be here. His name is in the title. Like, what's good, my guy? Now, Boruto dying a second time in some otherworldly Otsutsuki event taking place and rectifying that matter, I'm not going to rule that out. But ultimately, Kawaki killing Boruto, if that doesn't happen, what will stop Kawaki? What will prevent Kawaki from going through with his plans, and what will ultimately force Kawaki, other than understanding his current stance, to leave the village empty-handed in terms of not killing Momoshiki, i.e. Boruto? And that leads me to believe this guy, Amato, is going to come back in and play a most major pivotal factor inside of this climactic point that we're getting. And we're going to end off part one of Boruto's story with Amato ultimately revealing his true plans, because we initially were supposed to got that once Amato, Ada, and Damon all came back to the village. Amato promised Ada he will reveal his true plans, his true intentions with Kawaki once Ada is present and they're all in the Hidden Leaf village. We understand Amato talking about Shibai Otsutsuki, understand Amato talking about reviving his daughter, but he's yet to reveal the fact that he can have a secret code in order to shut down Kawaki. And someone like Shikamaru is going to look at the entire situation like, this guy is a snake. And honestly, regardless of if Shikamaru is right there and he's about to be killed by Kawaki, or Kawaki's about to land the finishing blow on Boruto, or probably hurt a whole lot of innocents in the Hidden Leaf village, and right at that right moment, Amato manages to shut down Kawaki's karma with his command, regardless of if it was at the perfect time in the perfect place, Shikamaru is going to lose all faith and all trust in this man. And ultimately, it's going to leave Kawaki in a very hard position, because once Kawaki is shut down, right, I only see this current arc ending off in a few major ways. Basically, Kawaki has to lead the village. Kawaki wants to confront Boruto. He's going to have a confrontation. Kawaki can kill Boruto, but should he kill Boruto? And if he does, how will Boruto come back? But if he doesn't, what will Kawaki be doing right now in the Hidden Leaf village after sending away Naruto, right? So just gathering up probably Ada, gathering up more intels and making his moves. There's going to be a whole lot of ifs, ands, or buts to go around the situation. So Amato implementing, not necessarily telling people, oh, I have a shutdown code for Kawaki, but rather showing it in a most extreme or most climactic moment where Kawaki is part of the deal, a finishing blow, would be very, very, very touching for the story ultimately, and ending off part one Boruto with possibly Kawaki being shut down by Amato, Amato losing the faith of the Hidden Leaf village. Somehow Kawaki still has to find his way outside of the Hidden Leaf village, so maybe Ada ultimately getting Kawaki out of the scene, or Amato not understanding the true effects that the shutdown code will have on Kawaki, Kawaki waking up sooner than later and escaping, ending off part one in a major climactic moment. So it's going to be a whole lot of things to look forward to, but all in all, Kawaki becoming the most wanted man is going to be very great for the Boruto story. And now his actions, as if they already weren't, is going to push the story forward regardless of what happens, regardless of what he's saying. All eyes are going to be on Kawaki. It's your boy Black at y'all 3 long face skinny body. Tell me how y'all feel about Kawaki and what most exciting things are you looking forward to in the next upcoming chapter. Holla at your boy, I'm holla at y'all. Black at you out. Yes, sir. Ski.
Hey, can we take a trip to the sky? Show them that our limits too high.
Cocoa butter hips on the west side. She said